Welcome back to The Fame, where we dive into the hottest and most buzz-worthy celebrity updates. First up, we've got some exciting news about Jana Duggar and her husband, Steven Wissmann. The Counting on alum has been keeping a low profile, but she's back in the spotlight with a brand new vlog. Jana's giving us a sneak peek into their Nebraska life, and Steven's blossoming singing career has fans buzzing. Curious about what the newlyweds have been up to? Stick around to find out. Next, things are getting wild in the Duggar world. From Steven's bold new look to Jana's surprising fashion choices, and some eye-catching rumors about the younger Duggar siblings, it's all happening, and you don't want to miss a beat. Let's jump right into the drama. And we can't forget about a surprising social media moment. Jana Duggar just liked a comment defending her father, Jim Bob Duggar, and calling her an independent woman. But is there more to this than meets the eye? We're breaking it all down for you, so stay tuned to see what fans are saying. Finally, we're catching up with Jill Duggar and her journey away from her strict upbringing. While she's definitely transformed, it might not be the complete departure from her conservative past that some were expecting. Let's explore what's really going on with Jill's journey. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to The Fame for all the latest updates on your favorite celebrities. Let's get into it. Jana Duggar, who recently tied the knot with Steven Wissmann, is giving us an inside look at their life as newlyweds. In her latest vlog, the 34-year-old takes us on a quick tour of their fixer-upper home in Nebraska. While there's still a lot of work to be done, it's clear that Jana and Steven are excited about turning this house into their dream home. But it's not just about home renovations for this couple. Steven has been busy pursuing his passion for music. For those who might not know, Steven Wissmann comes from a musical family. They've been performing together for years, traveling to different venues and events. Now, it seems that Jana is right by his side, supporting him as he continues his singing career. In a recent Instagram Stories post, Jana proudly shared a video of Steven and his family rehearsing the USA national anthem, The Star-Spangled Banner. Steven can be seen playing the guitar while singing along with his family, showcasing his musical talent. The video was taken at the Midwest Old Threshers, an annual event in Mount Pleasant, Iowa, where the Wissmann family was performing. But that's not all. Fans are also wondering if Jana might be making Nebraska her permanent home. In her renovation vlog, she mentioned that there's still a lot to be done around the house, including relocating some doors. Interestingly, Jim Bob Duggar and a few of Jana's siblings were spotted helping out with the renovations, leading many to believe that Jana and Steven are receiving full support from the Duggar family as they settle into their new life. So what do you think? The Fame fam? Are you excited to see more of Jana and Steven's life together? It's clear that Jana is proud of her husband's musical talents and is fully embracing her role as a supportive wife. We can't wait to see what's next for this couple, both in their home renovation journey and Steven's singing career. Next, we're diving into some jaw-dropping updates straight from the Duggar world, where things are getting unexpectedly wild. From Steven Wissmann's latest attempt to rock a new look, to Jana Duggar's surprising fashion choices, and even some eyebrow-raising speculations about the younger Duggar siblings, this is content you don't want to miss. So let's jump right in. First up, let's talk about Steven Wissmann. In a recent Instagram story, Steven was spotted wearing what some fans are calling the cool believer's cap, paired with some short shorts. Yes, you heard that right, short shorts. It seems like Steven might be trying to channel some rapper vibes, leaving fans wondering if he'll be reaching out to Ben Seawald, aka Ben, for some tips on how to pull off this new persona. But seriously, can anyone really see Steven trying to make it in the rap game? Meanwhile, Jana Duggar has been turning heads for her own bold choices. Fans couldn't help but notice her sporting those Nike shorts, a stark contrast to the modest attire we've always associated with the Duggar. And that's not all. Jana's been spotted with a large lollipop in hand, which seems to have become her signature accessory, first making an appearance in a YouTube video, and now on Instagram. Is this Jana's way of subtly rebelling or just embracing a new, more relaxed lifestyle? But the surprises don't end there. Jenny and Johanna have been seen hanging out with Jana quite a bit lately, leading some to speculate that they might be spending a lot more time in Nebraska, far away from the rigid Duggar household. Speaking of Johanna, some fans were quick to notice what appeared to be a tattoo on her arm, sparking debates about whether it's real or just a temporary design. Can you imagine a Duggar with a tattoo? It's clear that this new chapter of life is bringing some unexpected changes for the Duggar, and they're looking more like your average American family every day. Fans are in disbelief, reminiscing about the days when modesty was paramount. Remember when they ran races in jeans and polos? Now we're seeing Duggar thigh, and some fans are truly in shock. And where are Jim, Bob, and Michelle in all of this? Their absence from these posts has not gone unnoticed, leading many to wonder if they're either oblivious to what's happening or if they simply don't care anymore. The younger Duggars still living at home, like Josie, Jordan, James, Jason, and Jackson, might be the ones keeping an eye on things while the rest of the family is scattered. But with all these changes, who knows what's next for this famous family? So, what do you think about these latest Duggar developments? Are we witnessing a new era for the family, or is this just a phase? Then we're diving into a surprising moment involving Jana Duggar that has fans talking. Jana recently liked a comment on social media, and it sparked quite a reaction. The comment in question defends her father, Jim Bob Duggar, and praises Jana as an independent woman. But is there more to this than meets the eye? Let's break down the details and see what fans are saying about this unexpected move. So here's what happened. Jana Duggar, who's been keeping a relatively low profile since her marriage to Steven Wissmann, recently liked a comment that has fans buzzing. The comment praises Jim Bob Duggar, essentially painting him as a good father and leader, while also suggesting that Jana is an independent and capable woman. However, many fans are raising eyebrows at this, considering Jim Bob's controversial history and the strained relationships he has with some of his children, particularly Jill Duggar. One fan pointed out, "I don't know why Jana is liking this specific comment, as if her dad is a saint. Jim Bob is actually known to have hurt his children from what he's done, X. Jill, and even if Jana has a good relationship with her dad, she shouldn't excuse that he hasn't been the best with some of her other siblings. Coming to Jim Bob's defense is crazy work to me." Another user speculated that Jana may not have even noticed the part of the comment defending her father. Maybe she quit reading after the HGTV show part lol. She just saw the letters HGTV and hit that like button. The comment also touched on Jana's possible aspirations for an HGTV show, drawing comparisons to Joanna Gaines. However, many fans are skeptical, noting that HGTV and TLC are owned by the same company, making it unlikely Jana would get her own show given the Duggar history on TLC. But the discussion didn't stop there. Fans also debated whether Jana is truly an independent woman or if she's just transitioned from being under her father's control to her husband's. Some pointed out that, despite her skills in renovations, Jana's life has always been defined by submission to male authority, first under Jim Bob and now Steven. One fan summed it up by saying, "The sad part is she legitimately doesn't disagree with any of it. Being under the headship of a man and having to obey him is all she knows. To her, it's normal and expected, not oppressive." So what do you think? Did Jana really mean to endorse the entire comment, or was she just focused on the HGTV mention? And do you believe Jana is as independent as some people claim? Finally, we're talking about Jill Duggar and the ongoing discussion about her journey away from her strict upbringing. If you thought Jill had made a complete 180 and left her conservative roots behind, you might want to take a closer look. Jill's transformation is undeniable, but it's far from what some might have expected. Has she shifted entirely away from her religious beliefs? Let's explore what's really going on. Jill Duggar has indeed undergone significant change over the years. Coming from the strict, fundamentalist teachings of the Institute in Basic Life Principles (IBLP) cult, Jill has made strides in distancing herself from those extreme views. However, some recent developments have sparked conversation about whether she's really changed as much as some fans might have hoped. Recently, Jill was spotted taking notes during a sermon at her new church. The sermon, titled "Shepherd Against the Shift," raised some eyebrows, with critics labeling it as culture war fearmongering. Despite this, it's important to remember that just because Jill has moved away from the IBLP doesn't mean she's completely abandoned all of her conservative beliefs. Jill's current church is a typical Southern Baptist congregation, not uncommon in many parts of the country. Yes, it's conservative, and yes, it's very different from more liberal denominations, but it's also a far cry from the rigid, cult-like environment she grew up in. While she may not have become an agnostic, atheist, or liberal as some might have wished, Jill has still made a significant shift from the black and white world of IBLP to a more moderate, middle gray area. It's a journey, and she might continue to evolve, but expecting a complete overhaul of her beliefs overnight isn't realistic. Taking notes during sermons is quite common in Baptist churches, unlike in Catholic services where the practice is rare. For Jill, this act of note-taking could signify a more personal and reflective approach to her faith, something that, while still rooted in Christianity, shows she's engaging with her beliefs in a new way. It's also worth noting that Jill's current church is different in some crucial ways from her upbringing. This church preaches that both men and women are equal and even has female clergy. a far cry from the fundamentalism she was raised in. While she may not have embraced fully liberal views, she's certainly not in the same place she was before. So, has Jill Duggar changed? Absolutely. But that change doesn't necessarily mean she's left all of her conservative beliefs behind. Jill's journey is ongoing, and while she may still hold some views that others disagree with, it's clear she's moved away from the extreme teachings of her past. As she continues to navigate her faith and life, one thing is for sure: Jill's story is one of growth, and it's far from over. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all things Duggar and more right here on The Fame.